Hello, and welcome to Season 2, Race 17 of my F1 2021 My Team Career Mode. We are here in Mexico City for the Mexican Grand Prix. We just got done with qualifying, and it's a Ferrari McLaren 1, 2, 3, 4. Bit of a throwback to the late 90s and the early 2000s with the Ferrari and McLarens up at the front of the field. We qualified 5th, so not a rare non-pole for us. Though of course we wrapped up the Drivers' Championship, so it doesn't really matter on that front. Though we are still fighting for the constructors, and we're fighting Ferrari. So interesting to note that the AlphaTauris outqualified both Red Bulls, so that's something to make note of. And then my teammate qualified P10, so everything looking good. And just to check the constructor standings, we're 69 points ahead of Ferrari as things stand. So it's not locked up by any means. So it's important for us to keep scoring points until it gets to the point where they cannot catch us. And I believe the most points a team can score in a race would be a 1-2 finish. Plus, if you throw in the extra lap point, that's be 44 points. Because 26 plus 18 would be 44, I'm pretty sure. So come Australia, if we are at least 44 points ahead by the time we go into, or by the end of the Australian Grand Prix, then we will have locked it up. But still got 3 races to go before that point, so we'll figure it out here. No rain in the race, so that's good to see. Performance comparison chart. We keep going up, and we have upgrades on the way. I wasn't going to spend anything on upgrades for the rest of the year until I get the facility upgrades, but figure we could probably spend money on durability. So we actually have Control Electronics that's free now because of the practice programs. Well, we reached our department capacity, but that's okay, not a problem. Durability is an area where we're lacking a little bit, even though we haven't had many DNFs for mechanical failure. So, yeah, always good to see. But straight into the Mexican Grand Prix, because it's 36 laps, so it's going to be a long one.
Here we go then. It's time to race in Mexico City, a place which gave Honda their first ever victory back in 1965. American Richie Ginther won from 3rd on the grid. And what are the Honda-powered cars this year? Well, Red Bull have been going strong here in recent seasons, so can they keep that record going today? At 2,285 meters above sea level, the thin air of the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez poses a unique challenge, not just to a driver's skill, but to the efficiency of their engines as well. 17 corners make up a lap of this 2.6-mile circuit, and you can expect incredible speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, and overtaking too into the hard braking zones of turns 1 and turn 4. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have the owner driver, Perez, Christian Lundgaard, and Tsunoda. They've taken a grid penalty. Ricciardo, Fernando Alonso, Sainz, and Nikita Mazepin. Vettel, Stroll, Pierre Gasly. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And Giovinazzi, Russell, Joe, Mick Schumacher. They've taken a grid penalty. And Callum Islands, Ocon, Bottas, Verstappen, and Nicholas Latifi. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Well, I had a feeling we would be getting some grid penalties, and they've helped us out a little bit. We are up from P5 to P3. So, we'll gladly take that. Hopefully, my teammate can get a good start.
Okay, go through all the gears if you can. We need to make sure the engagement is okay before the start. We're going to want to put some temperature into the tyres and brakes. We need to keep the engine cool though, so don't go too high with the revs. Okay, here's who we're really fighting today. Norris and Perez. No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions looking good. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
I think we'll do what we've done in the past and try to make it a one-stop, but we'll see how things play out as the race goes on. Sergio Perez has a chance at a great result, starting P4 in his home Grand Prix.
No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being. The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
All right. Here we go. 5 red lights for the Mexican Grand Prix. And we're underway. A decent start. Oh, I made a poor move. I blocked my teammate. Didn't want to do that. So I got a pretty good launch, but my teammate got an even better one. Oh, look at this Lundgaard. He's going places. He's trying. He's trying. Oh my god, they're 4 wide behind me. Oh man, so much contact. So let's see, they were actually 4 wide behind me at one stage. Look at that. Who is that? That's Tsunoda, Alonso, Sainz, and Ricciardo all in a 4 wide scrap for position. Almost made the move work on Leclerc. Leclerc cutting in so tight. Just want to check the wing damage. See if I don't think I have any wing damage. No, looks good. My teammate got a little squirrely, but I think he's okay. Alright, the chase is on with Leclerc. My teammate Christian Lundgaard has made it up to P3. No DRS, but slipstream should be of use to us here. Close up to Leclerc just a little bit. Oh. I was just trying to suss out where to make my move here. I'm too far back for a dive bomb. Norris did a good job to recover after that start. Took out a bollard. That's okay.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race
Alright,
so
no
far.
DRS, but we should easily take the lead in a turn one here. Slipstream. On the Monegasque driver. We are going to move into the lead of the Mexican Grand Prix.
Nice move. Good job.
Let's do our mid-session save. I just want to check something here real quick. And just to do a general recap, Season 2, Race 17. I've already locked up the Drivers' Championship. But the Constructors' title is still up for grabs, and the team we're battling with it for is Ferrari, so this battle with Leclerc is pretty important. Leclerc is going to make a dive to the inside, a little bit of contact. No harm, no foul though. We're all good. Lundgaard maintains P3 over Lando Norris. That fight continues. Ooh, ran a little wide there. Of course, now the problem is, Mexico has this long front straightaway, which is a haven for DRS, particularly if it's just two cars and not a DRS train. But we do have a speed advantage. Our power unit is the best on the grid, so we do have that in our disposal. As I have a little bit of an issue going through that complex, but make it work out fine. And again, my strategy approach for this race really is to treat it like I treat Canada. And for Canada, what I typically do is I stretch out the first stint on the softs and basically go soft to medium and make it a one-stop. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that in this race as I run wide. We'll see. I think there was an early safety car in this race in Season 1, which really helped my strategy, because I was able to save some of the life of my soft tires. So unless you get a safety car in the next few laps, that's going to change things a little bit. So I don't know.
The car is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap.
I don't know what I'm going to be able to do here, or how long the tires are going to last. Christian Lundgaard and Lando Norris are really going at it for P3. Oh, and here comes Leclerc. Moving to the inside. We're switch back around. Do a crossover. Retake the spot. Keep on going. A little bit of contact with Leclerc. He keeps it straight though. does fall out of DRS range for the moment.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Well, that little incidental contact has opened things up to Leclerc, or opened things up between myself and Leclerc. So now, DRS, not an issue. Pit window is supposed to open at lap 10.
Be aware we expect the grip levels to start falling away soon. Gap to teammate behind is 4.6 seconds.
I have to give credit to my teammate again. He's done a very good job defending in P3 from Lando Norris and Sergio Perez.
Pit window open. Let's box this lap.
So I didn't check the race director to see. I'm pretty sure everyone started on soft tires, yeah. So, I mean, I'd still be open to doing the two-stop, but it's going to depend really on what everyone else does. And if we do get anyone, for example, who goes from soft to hard in an attempt to do a one-stop, because if you're going to do a one-stop, that's really the easiest way to do it, is to just put on hard tires. Okay, so we'll see in the next few laps based on who pits and who doesn't pit. Leclerc stays out this lap. We got Perez pitting. See if anyone else decide to come down. So Perez and one of the McLarens. Perez goes for soft tires, so never says soft, so definitely a two-stop there. And same thing for the McLaren of Daniel Ricciardo. And they are the only ones seemingly who decide to pit on that lap.
Christian is coming in for his stop.
So we had a bunch of people coming down pit road that time. Let's see what we got here. So we have Leclerc on softs, Lundgaard on softs, Sonoda on softs, Norris, Alonso, Stroll, and then Russell and Schumacher, and these guys were all stuck in the back of the pack. So yeah, interesting stuff.
Pitting this lap then, come into the pits at the end of this lap. Affirmative, medium tyres at the next stop.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna come in now. Medium tires. And then at the end of the race, I'll switch on to softs and go from there.
Exit now. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
So did anybody go for anything different other than soft tires, or Science on softs, Mazepin on softs? Yeah, everyone's basically doing the same thing, really. So they all pitted for softs again. I'm the only one who did different. So at the end of the race, I'm going to be the only one on softs, and everyone else will be on mediums, more likely than not.
We're leading our teammate by 6.0 seconds.
Leclerc sets the fastest lap of the race. Ooh, Verstappen out of the race. Presume that's a mechanical failure. Yep, he pulls it off at the final corner, and he is done for the day.
Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead. Okay, clear. The car behind is gaining on you by 0.5 a lap.
Carlos Sainz sets the fastest lap of the race. Now, I'm not too concerned because, you know, Leclerc is on the faster tires, so he should be catching me. I guess my main concern at this stage is going to be whenever Leclerc decides to pit for medium tires. So I think I pretty much set my pit stop as taking place at lap 26. That's what I'm aiming for anyway. And so there's going to be a several lap period where he's going to be on fresh softs, I'm going to be on my worn softs, or fresh mediums, I'm going to be on my worn mediums. So he's going to have a distinct advantage for a couple laps until I come in for my soft tires. But then once I put on my soft tires, I'll be the fastest car on track. So, it's going to be an interesting balance in terms of how things shake out. It'd be a lot more interesting if Lundgaard and Perez and Ricciardo can get in this battle.
Gap to teammate behind is 4.8 seconds.
Oh, really trying to squeeze out Leclerc. He'll take the lead for the moment. Tries to cover me off, and I make contact. Oh, geez, Leclerc. Well, Leclerc with a lockup. That damages front wing. I did slam him pretty good. Nah, he's fine. Oh, Leclerc's pitting early. I guess he must have something wrong with his car. I thought he was okay. Though I guess it's close to time when he would have pitted anyway, so maybe this is his scheduled stop. guess we'll see in a second.
Okay, some information on Perez. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
Uh-oh, that's not good news for the home favorite. Okay, so they are changing a front wing. Although they are putting on the medium tire, which is good. It's a smart decision. So it'll be interesting to see where Leclerc ends out, or shakes out, once the pit stop sequence is complete and everyone has made their second stop.
A new strategy is available on the MFD. Copy that.
Lap 26, that's exactly what I was thinking. Seems to be a bit of a accordion effect going back to the stadium section. Of course, they just said that Perez has a mechanical issue. My teammate has already flown by. And now this is the McLaren of Ricardo trying to get by. And he will, but he's out of DRS range of Lundgaard. Carlos Sainz moves into P4 for the moment. Five more laps until we pit. I see Ricardo has hit the pits. So I presume my teammate will be in this time by. Yep, as predicted, Lundgaard in the pits now, along with Tsunoda and Norris. Oh, Lundgaard going with hard tires. That's fairly interesting. I don't think that's the correct call personally, but we'll see how it works out. And I think Lungard might have just cost himself a podium there. A very questionable move to put him onto hard tires.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
Carlos Sainz dives into the pits. I mean, maybe the strategy is hold up. For Lungard is go on hards, hold up the other guys, so that I can get more of a gap. For when I pit, I could come out on softs, still in the lead potentially. So if that's the call, then thanks, Lungard. But again, I still don't know about that decision. Put Lungard on hards. He's the only person in the entire field on hards, I'm pretty sure. Oop. Went to take a sip of water. I thought I turned the stick, but I guess I didn't turn the D-pad. And Sainz is going to get Lungard for P2. And I'm so far ahead, I can't even see anyone else in the minimap right now, in terms of people who I'm actually battling for position. Yeah, the only person I can see is 1 or 2 lap cars, and that is it.
We're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can. Right, come in at the end of this lap. Confirming that we'll be fitting the intermediate tyres.
No.
Roger that. Soft tyres at the next pit stop.
That was actually a mistake on my part. I accidentally went down 1 extra than I should have.
Roger that. Soft tyres at the next pit stop. Okay, we can take you this lap.
Alright. question is going to be, can I come out with the lead? I'm pretty sure I will. I don't think the pit stop delta is over 26 seconds, but you never know.
No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Sainz going to the stadium section now. And I exit.
These tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
And we are letting the time settle in so it lands on the appropriate distance. And yeah, we are 6.4 seconds ahead. 6.5 now ahead of Carlos Sainz. And we will be certainly pushing for that fastest lap here momentarily. Unfortunately for Lundgaard, I think he's going to be falling through the field here momentarily. He lost second, he's lost third, he's off the podium, and I don't think those hard tires are doing him any favors right now, so. Alright, let's go for this fastest lap.
Okay, the gap behind is 7.7 seconds.
Purple sector 2. And that is a new fastest lap of the race.
Keep this up.
Yeah, love to see it. So if you're wondering about the constructor standings, presuming that things finish the way they are right now, we would get 36 points, and Ferrari would get 30. If my math is correct, which I think it is. So it would be a net gain of 6 points, but I still think Lundgaard's going to fall through the field a little bit here based on that very poor strategy call to go on to hard tires. Nobody else is on hard tires, at least in terms of the front runners.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
And I somehow set a fastest lap of the race in all green sectors, which is quite something. guess I should take the time now to say that I think I might be doing a few more My Team career modes separate of this. I don't know if I'll actually be shooting them to put on YouTube later on, like I'm doing with these, with this career mode, but I do want to do at least one other My Team career mode, mainly for the, I guess, the benefit of having the legends available, because you get a couple of legendary drivers as DLC, not DLC, but as add-ons to the game when you first get it, where I think there's an option at the start of the My Team career mode where you can decide to pick one of them as your teammate. Which I did not do for this career mode, but if I do a second one, which looks very likely at the moment,
leading our teammate by 20.8
I'll
seconds.
probably be doing that, picking a legendary driver to start off my career. Not the best road through that chicane, so screw that up. But that's okay, we continue. Five laps to go. I'm also curious to see, in terms of the career mode, what happens with the schedule at the end of Season 2 here. Because I was just checking on, I guess in the career mode screen to see. I was under the impression that when you
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
are able to select the schedule when the game first comes out, when you're selecting how many races you want on your calendar, you could do 10, 16, and then the max is 20. But that was before the additions of the 3 new tracks. Which, of course, are Imola, Portugal, and Saudi Arabia. But they also threw in China, which, in your career mode, does not become an available option to pick as a race until Season 2, because it is a track that, while not raced in real life F1 2021 in the 2021 season this year, it was featured as part of the Breaking Point story. So I guess they included it in the game for whatever reason, but nevertheless, when the season ends, I'm curious to see if, because I started this particular My Team like before the DLC came out.
Some information on Giovinazzi. They are out of the race.
Let's take a look at what happened with Giovinazzi. I presume it is an engine failure of some sort. Yep, there's this car spewing smoke at the end of the second sector, so yes, he's definitely out of the race.
Caution. Green flag.
So I was saying about the schedule, so because this career mode was started from the very beginning of the game, pre-added tracks, I wonder if it's only going to allow me to I guess for the rest of this career mode, pick only 20 races. Because I tried looking at starting a career mode fresh, because you have 3 slots, up to 3 slots for career mode saves in the game. And it had, after the addition of Saudi Arabia, it had the full 23 race calendar, so basically you choose 10 races, 16 races,
3 laps of fuel
or
remaining.
23 races. Of course, excluding China, because you can't place China in the first season. So I'm curious to see if all of a sudden the maximum amount of races you can have on a schedule for this career mode save goes up to 23 races, or if it stays at 20, and that adjustment only applies to new career mode saves. I'm sort of into the idea of being able to have a set limit of races that you can run on the high end, which I guess my guess is 20. But with 24 tracks in the game, you can do some really fun mix and matching with a 20 race schedule, picking races that don't make the cut for a given season. But like I said, you can really do that for. I guess I'm trying to find out. Find out when the season ends. Can I? Is it stuck at 20 races, or does it automatically default to 23? Because when I started the career mode, or I started season 2, Portimao hadn't even come out yet. And Portimao was the first of the 3 to come out.
Gap to teammate behind is 28.9 seconds.
And we are now almost a full pit stop ahead on Carlos Sainz. That was after we pitted a second time for soft tires. Came out about 6-ish seconds or so in the lead, maybe 5.5, maybe 6, I forget. But the bottom line is, I guess with the schedule, we'll make it work. And now,
Final lap of the race.
We are on the final lap of the Mexican Grand Prix. 18.5 seconds ahead of Carlos Sainz. Sonoda has moved up to 5th, and my teammate is slid down to P8. Yikes. Hopefully he can still hold on to points. It's not as good of a day as I would have liked for Rockstar Energy, particularly on my teammates' end. I don't know why they went on hard tires. I'll have to see in a second if he's able to maintain, because really the best overtaking opportunity is down that front straight into turn 1. So if he doesn't get past again there, I think he'd be pretty safe to finish in P8.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Yep, and it's going to be another race victory to add to our collection. We did win this race a year ago, but we're going to make it 2 in a row. As we come around the final corner from P3 on the grid, we take the Mexican Grand Prix.
Great job. You've done everything we wanted today.
Not just victory today then, but the championship as well. What a spectacular season they've had. Congratulations to the whole team. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium. Now, let's discuss, Ants. Who would you say is a contender for Driver of the Day?
Daniel Ricciardo certainly impressed me today. An incredible performance.
It's time to check out the Constructors' standings. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today, as they make their way up the standings. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
And that was the Mexican Grand Prix. Now, Lundgaard did hold on to finish 8th, so he got 4 points. I got 26, which makes 30, and Sainz and Leclerc earned 18 and 12 respectively, so they got 30. So basically that means no change, not even a point gained or a point lost. Stays exactly the same as it did at the start of the race weekend. So McLaren dooch up Red Bull for 3rd. That is notable. Driver standings wise, Ricciardo jumps Sergio Perez, and I think the big story is that Nikita Mazepin earns his first point in Formula One after however many races. Again, I still have no idea why Mercedes signed him. I would be shocked if they kept him. Like, legitimately shocked if they kept him through Season 3. Yeah. Still can't get over that one, but that's the way it goes sometimes. But there you go. That was the Mexican Grand Prix. Yeah, I do apologize in advance. I'm not knowledgeable on how to really check comments while I'm playing the game. Um, yeah, I just haven't figured out the whole commenting on things that are happening in the chat. Because normally people don't do the checks. Again, the whole thing really is, I just like to... I don't like... What am I saying? Oh, I lost my train of thought. Anyway. Uh, to have delayed answers to some of the questions. I use a controller. I do not have a wheel. Um, points, like constructors wise, I think I just showed it. 429 to 360. Again, we're 60 some ahead of Ferrari. I think 69 was the number. And yeah, so okay, I think that's pretty much it. Okay, so very short gap again to the next race. I will give reaction training to Lungard. Still a lot of work to do in terms of winning the Constructors' Championship. So, I guess I'll get one more downforce upgrade on the car. Yeah, good to see Lungard's focus up. So we have 3 more races to go. So thank you very much for watching the Mexican Grand Prix, and I'll see you next time for the Brazilian Grand Prix.